Hi, my name is Bill Freeze, and I'm going to be going over the operation of the rush drill and tool grinders. I have three models, the model 250A, 252, and 380. The 250A and 252 have a 3/32 to 2-inch capacity, and the 380 has a 3/16 to 3 1/8 inch capacity. Just want to go over some of the components of the machine and how they operate. You have an in-feed dial here that regulates the movement of the grinding wheel into the tool. This in-feed is graduated in thousandths of an inch, and there's a slip ring on the front for zeroing. The cross feed is here. That's graduated in 2/1000ths of an inch, and that also has a slip ring on it. You also have a vertical movement on the column. That's here. That moves it up and down, above or below center. And there's also a tilt on the spindle. You can tilt the spindle up to 30 degrees. Now the workhead is on a base here. If you loosen the lever, you can swing your workhead to whatever angle you want to grind. The angle scale is down here, and the pointer is right below there to set your desired angle. So for a typical drill point, you would be setting it at 118 degrees. Swing the head over, lock the lever in the front to set the workhead, and then you can grind. There's two modes of grinding with this workhead. One is with the oscillation, that's the workhead going side to side, and the other is just the camming itself. To do the oscillating motion, you have this lever in the back locked and a pin pulled back into place. To loosen that oscillation, you unlock the lever and push the pin up into the workhead, and that locks the head solid, so it's just moving in and out on the cam. For regular drill pointing, you always have the oscillation engaged and the lever locked in the back here. The angle scale here is an included drill point angles. It's set up when the oscillation is engaged that it actually gives you that point angle. So if you set it at 118 degrees for any 118 degree drill point, you get 118 degrees. When you're not using the oscillation, however, all your angles are shifted 10 degrees to the right. So in the case of grinding a 9-degree countersink where you use no oscillation, you would set it at 100 degrees on the scale. We're looking at the components now on the right-hand side of the machine. See, as you turn the crank, you can see the cam rotating here. As that rotates, that moves the chuck in and out to put the relief on the tools. The cams fit on by pushing the head forward and putting the cam on. You use different cams for a different number of flutes or for a different type of grind. Slip in there. To increase or decrease the amount of relief on the tools, you move this lever here. There's a lever right up behind the chuck, and there's graduations on the chuck that give you the amount of relief that you're going to put on the tools. So as you move the lever up to a higher number, you get more relief, and as you bring it down lower, you get less. This is the chuck itself. This is a 6-jaw chuck, and you simply put the chuck key in to open and close it. This part here is a setting blade. This is graduated in 1/16 of an inch drill diameter. That's what you use for setting the drill points, and also most of the other tools. That slides right in here. And you also can move this whole setting assembly out of the way. There's a pin right here that you can pull and swing to get the setting assembly right out of the way and for some grinding operations. Also, on the vertical column, you have a scale that shows different height settings. You would move it above or below center for special operations, but for normal grinding, you just set it right on 0. That's the center line.